This is basically the new Starfighter area, which I really like. I think it's pretty good. This is the vendor. It has one paint job and it has a set of armor that I believe looks like an old trooper set. But anyways, either way, I think some of the pieces are cool. I know some of the guys would like to have that shoulder chest piece and the mask maybe as well, which you can get in cartel packs, very similar as well, but again with slight changes. And also there's actually these boots I've never seen before, but different kind of boots again. So more to add to the collection, and it's only for friend. It goes as high as friend. So we're assuming there's going to be more goodies added to this. Obviously, to us, it sounds very obvious. Hopefully, it is. And then we get more stuff down on that list of things. That we did the Kuat drive, and it's again we summed it up. We think it's good. The only thing is we think it might be too easy. It's actually easier than Zerka in normal mode, which was easy as well. But at least they could actually wipe if people didn't do their job. Here it looked like it's really hard to get it to die. There was maybe one spot where there was a little bit of, like that last boss was a bit tough, but everything else was just a breeze. So yeah, they need to add certain. There's no loot tables. I don't know. I think that's going to be coming also as well. They're probably going to put like I would think they're going to put the 66 blues that they had in Zerka as well. Just had maybe different pieces of that set in there. I don't know. We'll see. But overall, not a bad idea. They just got to figure out a way to make it so that they can have any. It's really hard to have, like, example, 4 DPS or 4 tanks or 2 healers, 2 DPS or whatever the mix. There can be so many different variants, and they need to be able to somehow make it work for all of them. And that's the tricky part. When you actually always have the same combo to please tank, healer, DPS, it's a little bit easier to know how to balance things out. Here it's a little bit harder, and they have to make it in a way that it's easy for everybody somehow, but yet not too easy to the point where you can just actually almost solo the thing. So it's something to balance, and it's something I think the community likes. They like to not have to wait for a tank to queue, but again, I don't know. I think I might prefer the normal and wait 30 minutes to an hour for a queue than do this and just completely breeze through it. And kind of, there's no feeling of satisfaction for finishing it. Though it was fun and quick, again, there was that missing part of achieving something that was not there whatsoever. But then again, we say that, but then we do like heroic Zerka, and people cry all the time because oh, there's a wipe or oh, whatever, and they all leave and scatter like oh my god, we can't do this. So. So I guess I'll show you there. There's the vendor here. It doesn't have much yet. It looks like they tried to hide stuff from us. That's the set they have. It looks like I think it's a trooper set that was like that. I don't know. I think I've seen that before. I kind of remember that shoulder piece. But anyway, maybe it's a bounty hunter. I don't know. But that's the set they have, and that's for friend standing. There's nothing above friend as far as reps, so that's why we think there's something else probably in the work that they're hiding from us because they want to keep the cool stuff, obviously, from us as much as possible. But there's a queue, I think, as far as that's concerned. The entire rest of the place is really just empty right now. There's obviously a mailbox and all that. You got a mock-up of the bomber there. You got your mission terminal here, and that's where you get your PvP and all that stuff, including the Starfighter stuff. When you finish the flashpoint, you spawn here, and then you'll see the terminal here, and then you'll get the rest of the quests. You'll basically be talking with those four, and those are the four co-pilots that you get in Starfighter, and they talk to each other and so on. It's part of the story. I can actually give you, if you can actually, I'll show you guys just an idea of what it looks like. Just give me a sec. I'll load up one of the scenes. Actually, let me go back to stream mode. I'll check where that thing is first. I'll have to find it. It'll take me a little bit, but I do have a few tape footage of the thing. If you do want to see them, if you don't, then don't look because it'll be complete spoiler alert. But I did take some video of everything. Not this one. 2013. That's not it. Oh, 2014. There you go. Here we go. This is again. Okay. I don't see any way to exit in here except through the flashpoint. That's why it's bugged right now, right? You can see the map. I'm showing this because there's someone to test Xena in. She's actually watching my stream, and she's also in the game because she was trying to get on the other side like we were for a little bit. But yeah, that's the map. So I don't know how they did this, but obviously they're missing something because the only way out is through the flashpoint, and I guess I'm stuck here. I guess unless I use the fleet pass, or let me see if there's a way to. Okay, yeah, you can also use the quick travel as well. Not that I'm planning on leaving here anyway. Yeah, Tess, Xena, did you check the torn vendor as well? There's a torn vendor on the... Well, Xena, I was kind of going for a she, yeah. Yeah, did you see the torn vendor, the rep vendor? It's there on Nar Shaddaa, right where GSI is, if you didn't check. And if you don't want to go, I can actually put a little video on, actually.
Okay. I didn't log back in because I accidentally, when I went back in, I logged into the main game. So I'm reading the Game Breaker forums. I'm reading those notes right now.
Just give me a second. Ooh. I'm trying to find it, so just give me a sec. I do have it all on file if you, and I show everything in there. My goodness, like what the fuck? It's so laggy. I can't even click on a file. There you go. I'll put it in a sec when it loads, and then I guess we'll be able to watch it. Here we go. This is again DXUN. This is one is for the Torn reputation. It's in the it's in Arshada, and if you remember where the GSI rep vendor is, which is right here, well, the Torn vendor is right beside it, next to it. So it's really easy to figure that out. They added a couple items that I thought were really worth showing, so we'll do that really quickly. The first one is the antiviral kit MK1, 2, and 3, and those are relics, and they are buying on account. And if you look at the prices, they're very cheap. So it's really an awesome addition for those, and they don't require dark or light points, which was the pain in the ass that we had before with relics. Now you can go there, get a present / endurance bonus, and if during the Ragul plague, you actually can get some immunization against the plague. So it's a really good thing. Again, level 25, level 35, and level 45. So a really good addition. I'm so impressed with that. I cannot believe they did this. And then what we have is even more weapons, which we'll go through. I'll show you guys quickly what they look like, and they're all kind of green colored, and they're all bind to legacy as well. So that's your cannon here, handgun, which is one of my favorites actually, because I think it really is a new design. I don't think I've seen that handgun at all. A lot of the other ones are kind of mock-up designs from before that are kind of transformed so much that they don't look very much like it. But like this one, if you don't have the lower part, it looks a lot like an older version of this. But again, it's still fairly cool. It's green. None of them were green. A green hilt. I was actually talking about that today on how I really was looking forward to see hilts actually not just always be silver or gold, and this one is actually green, so that's good new add. And here's a dual lightsaber hilt as well. Here's your boomstick, your sniping rifle, and then here's your set. There's a set of gear as well. All this is bind to legacy. This is the green set. And the mask it's a kind of a variant, a little bit half of the GSI one. Anyways, if you guys look at the GSI, the mask part looks very much like it. It's just they added like the hood part from the previous Rakata sniper set. And here's the other version of it, and that's your stuff that you will get from them. There's also another vendor. And this one is basically for your
require medical attention?
All the actual customization for your companions from the first Ragul Plague are all back here. And on top of that, they added some new ones, and those ones are bind to legacy. So if you, let's say your main is one guy and he's doing all the quests, you can actually still get those and send them to him as well. So here it is for the Torn rep vendors for. This is again from the PTS, so hopefully that there's no changes. I don't think there will be too much. And again, thumbs up on the relics from the SWTOR guys. That was really well done. And cut.
That's good video.
Yeah, man, I just looked at it. I was like, wow, that looked crystal clear.
Yeah, that turned out good. You ought to get that up on YouTube and put a link of it up on the forums. Also, I'd post it to Reddit because I don't think anybody's covered that stuff yet.
And I'm streaming while doing that. Like,
yeah, that looked really good.
I was like, whoa. Let me check. I'll put some more. I loaded a couple. Yeah, I'm really liking what I saw there. It was really good video, even though I was streaming. So that's awesome. Uh, I think this one is the bomber.
So right now I'm recording.
Nope, that's not it. That was actually Gree, I
Seems
think.
like everything's okay so far. Anyway, so we start the quest. We pick up from Bravo 6, TAC 31, and E will give us the quest called,
Oh, that's
the
HK.
Fatality. Don't worry about long shots.
What now?
I was just
That was a stream I did for HK.
I've only done it on the
Oh, okay.
Imperial side, but this time around.
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
didn't get
it on
to
the
do
Republic
most
side,
of that
so
one
it's a
because
little bit different.
things crapped out.
Oh, we're gonna redo that because yeah, I want it to be better. It was kind of interrupted several times and all that.